Hello everyone, Razorblade Mango here, and time once again for another state of play. Uh, this one I assume is going to be very low key, probably pretty mediocre. After the last, so I really do genuinely believe that the last two, being in my opinion really great, are going to be exceptions to the rule rather than what we should expect going forward. And this one, especially because it's going to be a beginning of the year state of play, and they're ending it with a look at Suicide Squad. I'm not really expecting good things from this one. I'm expecting maybe some decent things here and there, but I expect most of this to be pretty mediocre. So yeah, and I've got my handy dandy notepad here, just so I can write down some of this stuff, so some of this doesn't get lost in the shuffle. So without further ado, let's dive into this new state of play. All right, I can maybe turn it up just a little. Oh, that's right. They're gonna have 5 PSVR games, PSVR 2 games. Hopefully, I don't know. I really don't know what to expect from this part of the presentation. Hopefully, it's some like actually like good like system selling things, and not just more. Oh look, it's some kind of like niche thing like that.
Let's dive right in with a look at 5 games arriving on PlayStation VR 2 this year.
Boglands.
Let's see how you do this time. Kid, we gotta work on your focus. Distractions.
Jam.
They'll get you killed out there. Remember what we shook on. Or, I guess we'll just have to keep this up. No! Not that I mind, of course. Let's try again, shall we?
Why does every game now have to, during the game montage, have to be some kind of like hip hop beat? I don't know. That wasn't exactly the kind of music I expected to hear from this. Yeah, so this one, even if I did have a PSVR 2, which I don't, I would not be buying this. Yeah, no thanks. 2023. Was this some kind of like survival thing in VR? Yeah, I already don't really like to play these kind of games like normally, so I really doubt I would be interested in this. Well, at least we're getting these out of the way, like, really quickly. There's not, like, this giant focus on them. Which is good, I guess. Alright, what's this? just playing something like this, just from my perspective, just seeing it in 2D, I can probably already attest that this would give me horrible motion sickness. Something with this much activity in it. So I do not think I will be partaking in whatever this is. Synapse? Another 2023, okay. Yeah, so far we're getting stuff that it's what I feared we would get out of the state of play with the PSVR 2. It's a lot of games that just look like, here's something to play before the next big thing. And right now for PSVR 2, there really aren't that many new experiences that are, I would say, in my opinion, justify that $550 purchase for that new headset. Like, no offense to the developers, but none of these look like a game that you would run out and buy a PSVR 2 for. And I don't, from what I've seen, I don't even think Call of the Mountain really, it looks like a kind of game that you would run out and spend $550 to play, at least from what I've seen of it. So Sony's really got to get their head out of their ass and start showcasing the system sellers. Like, what are they making?
That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper, to be judged. Your life. You're gonna show it to me. Just think back to the very beginning, the first thing that you can remember. Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time.
Oh, I think I've heard about this.
Come over here.
I think I heard
Is that really you? It's Chloe. Your neighbor.
Critical.
The only way to fight against
excuse me.
crime
Talk
is to
about
create
this.
a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the game that I heard Critical talk about, where when you blink, it's like time moves forward in the game. And I always found that to be a really interesting concept.
You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible. You're trying to
I think it's called like
right
Before
past
Your
it.
Eyes or something like that. Just
Now,
gonna jot
the next
that
time
down.
that
If
you
I'm wrong,
blink,
I'll
I'm gonna send you
I'll
back
cross it out.
and just try to enjoy it this time.
Yeah, Before Your Eyes. Okay. Oh, March 10th. Okay. Pretty.
That was a sneak peek at some great upcoming games for PlayStation VR.
I wouldn't go that far, lady.
Up next, Bungie gives us a stunning new look at
Oh,
Destiny
okay,
2
just
Lightfall,
Destiny.
which launches
Get
on
this out of the way.
PS5 next week.
I have a very, I mean, many of you know, I have a very, like, love-hate relationship with Destiny. It's just, I love the gameplay of Destiny.
What is that?
And I for a time, for like bursts of time, I like existing in this world. But I just can't stand the way the game is structured, where it's just so much grinding and resource hunting, and it just bugs the shit out of me after a while.
That fear is your failure.
Vanguard to all units. Keep the enemy away from the Traveler at all costs.
Oh, is that Cyrus? I remember that look from one of the early
I understand
Destiny 2 DLCs.
not all of us have lives to spare.
Your fear brings you pain. We know pain. Our
battle begins here, and
This wasn't really necessary. I mean, I understand that Bungie is owned by Sony now, but it just... I don't know, did this launch trailer really need to be here? This is really not showing anything that I haven't already, you know, basically seen before. Yeah, that was unnecessary. And I was like, why is this here? Ooh, 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 I'll stop writing. Ooh, Chia. Release date. Please, release date. This is like the only thing so far that I'm actually perking up to see. Because as many of you know, this looks beautiful. I'm really looking forward to playing this. I really don't even need to see any more at this point. I even actively avoided looking at that new overview trailer that they put out. I just want to be as surprised as I can going into it. Yeah, this game looks really beautiful. I'm very, very keen on finally playing it. I hope it's good. Alright, when's it coming out? Yeah. Ooh! Oh, that's soon, but... Oh, it's Resident Evil? Oh, fuck. Resident Evil? Oh my god. Like 3 days before RE4.
Launching into the PlayStation Plus game
Okay.
in March.
That's good.
Speaking of PlayStation Plus, let's take a look at what's in store next month.
Okay. Sure. Oh god, ew. No. Oh, Minecraft Dungeons is awful. Why would you want to play that? Battlefield? Yeah, no thanks. Oh, Uncharted! Nice. That's good. See, Chia being... Ew, Rainbow Six. See, Chia... Ooh, Immortals. Immortals is very good. If you have PS Plus Extra, please play that. That game is very good. Very underappreciated.
The creators of Tetris Effect and Res Infinite.
What was I gonna say? Chia being in Game Pass, or not, sorry, PS Plus Essential, that's a good thing. It's like Stray, where it's gonna give it a lot more attention. I think they've shown this at one of the, like, old State of Plays from, like, way back when they first started this thing. I think like back in 2020 they showed this. And I still don't know what to make of it, because it just looks so weird. And, I mean, it's from the creator of Res Infinite and Tetris Effect, so I mean, there might be something to this. Maybe. Do you get a lightsaber in this now? When the hell did this turn into Star Wars? What the hell? I have a feeling like, oh, I'm not interested in sharing or user generated stuff. I have a feeling that if I ever played this, I would be saying that a lot during the game. Just what the hell is going on? Oh, PSVR 2, nice. PSVR 1, I think I saw in there too. Interesting. Okay. Looks weird. Oh, May. Yeah. No thanks. I'll, Oh, demo. Nice. I'll be too busy playing, Tears of the Kingdom. Goodbye, Volcano High, huh? Man. Oh, we haven't seen this since, I think since the PS5 was first revealed.
Using this year to, make an impact?
Yeah, perfect. Go with that.
I'll probably get made fun of a lot for this, but I'm not as put off by this as a lot of people are, especially like a lot of people I know.
It was an emergency.
You did?
Like I know Clay probably looked at this and thought, "Oh God, no, please, Lord Jesus, no." I don't know. There's something about this that does not irritate me. At least the way it's being presented in the trailers. Maybe if I were to actually play it, it would make me want to like tear my own eyes out. Like some kind of like I'm experiencing some kind of eldritch horror, but
There's only so much time we have left.
I don't know.
How are we supposed to just
I'm kind of interested in this in like a sadomasochistic kind of way. June 15th. Okay. I'm not gonna like buy it day one because this is around the same time as Final Fantasy 16, but I don't know, maybe Naruto. Maybe like when it's on sale, like half off or something, I'll check it out or something. Bora Ninja Storm. Okay. Ultimate Collection, okay. I'm not writing that full title down. I'm just gonna put Naruto X Boruto. That's it. That's all you get out of me, Bandai Namco. I assume this is CyberConnect too.
Because we're friends.
But I don't really think this needs to be here. Like, I get that it's gonna be... This will more than likely be one of the most viewed things after the show. But I am not interested in this. Like, I used to watch Naruto back when I was in, like, middle school, high school. I borrowed the DVDs, the Japanese dubbed DVDs a lot from my cousin, but I am not really knowledgeable when it comes to Naruto beyond the original series. Like, I don't know a whole lot about Shippuden. I definitely don't know much about Boruto. So, oh, connections. It's not collection. I read that as collection the first time I saw that. Okay, that's nice. Can we move on, please? Please, can we move on? Okay. Yeah, so far this state of play is just looking at the list. It's definitely pretty lacking. Oh, is this Baldur's Gate 3?
My life was dismantled piece by piece. And when I tried to buy it
Yeah, I'm
back,
pretty sure this is
it
Baldur's
cost me
Gate 3.
everything. I must finish what I started. Death's design will be complete.
Discover Gedric's secret. Find out what it is that makes him invincible so we can strip him of his advantage.
I actually played, when I was a lot younger, I played some of the Baldur's Gate games. Like, especially Dark Alliance on the PS2. My cousin bought me that. And I've always wanted to get back into it. It's just, I personally find these kind of games intimidating. Because I don't really like Dungeons and Dragons, the game, the actual game. And I look at all of this, just looking at it right now, I just think, oh god, this is too complicated for me. I'm not gonna fully get it. So why even bother? But I've heard so many good things about this Baldur's Gate, and I've heard Larian, where they did the Divinity Original Sin 2, and everyone seemed to love that. So I've always wanted to give it a try, but I don't know. I feel like a poser going into it, if that makes any sense.
Welcome to Wayfinder.
What's
an
this shit?
online multiplayer adventure.
Oh
for
yeah,
you
no,
and
I
your friends.
can opt
It's
out
all
of
set
this.
in Evermore, a gorgeous but fallen world. You'll control the chaos through Wayfinders.
No, thank you,
Who likes to get up close
Mr.
and
Narrator.
personal. And
This
Silo,
is,
who fights with both firepower.
I do not think I
best
will be
reflexes.
partaking in this.
And Wingrave slices
No,
through the
thank you.
fray while also supporting the group.
This just looks generic
With
as
another
shit.
victory under our belts, let's head to Skylight, our social hub. Here, you'll turn your loot into new weapons and Wayfinders. You can also explore dungeons called Lost Zones that you can modify and mutate for a greater challenge. Lost Zones are where you and your friends will team up to complete quests, collect loot,
Yeah,
and hunt
we'll
bosses like this Titan.
see how long this lasts on PlayStation. I don't know, this might be a big thing on PC, but I really doubt it's going to gain any traction on PlayStation or consoles.
And you can sign up for the chance to play early now. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, no. No thanks. Oh, published by Digital Extremes. Yeah.
We've got big updates on 2 highly anticipated Capcom games, starting with the debut of 3 new characters
Oh,
for
Street
Fighter
Fighter.
6.
Yeah. I hope the second Capcom game is not RE4 remake. It's not that I don't want to see it here. Ooh, is that Zangief? Yes, my boy Zangief. Okay, this is one of the highlights for me so far. Who haven't they shown yet from the roster? Like I know they've shown like shown like most of the. I thought they had shown all the characters by this point. I don't really know who's left. Anyway, like I'm looking forward to Resident Evil 4, but at this point, I hope it's not the next game that's shown, because I would like to go into it as fresh as I can. Like, I've seen everything, not everything, but I've seen the debut trailer and I saw the last trailer that they did. And the closer a game gets to launch for a lot of Japanese companies, they like spoil. They start showing way too much in their trailers. Like Capcom does this, Square Enix does this, and I don't know what it is about Japanese companies. They just like showing everything in their trailers. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be RE4 remake, but I'm hoping it's something else. This chick looks cool. I can imagine a lot of people looking at Street Fighter 6 and being like, "Oh, they're showing this again." But I'm like, yeah. To me, it makes sense here because, you know, PlayStation obviously co-owns Evo. They have a big investment in the fighting game scene. So yeah, they would want Street Fighter 6 here. It makes sense to me. They haven't shown Cammy yet? Really? I thought Cammy was one of the, like, original ones that they showed when this was revealed. But yeah, it's oh yeah, it's Cammy. She's one of my favorite characters for obvious reasons. She's great. Actually, like when I played Street Fighter 5, she was one of my mains when I went through that. The little I played of Street Fighter 5, of course, but she's awesome. Cammy, yeah, Cammy's a homegirl. What can I say, guys? Zangief's like my boy, and then Cammy is like my girl. So there you go. Yeah, June 2nd. I'm actually kind of tempted to get that.
You see,
oh yeah, RE4 remake. Okay.
Through the holy body. When you need only accept the sacred gift.
See, I still am not really crazy about the voice acting in this one.
She did.
It's not as goofy as the original game.
I'm taking delivery preparing.
Yeah, see, even Salazar's voice is not.
The entertainment. Without further ado,
It's nowhere near as good as it was in the original game. But maybe it'll grow on me. Who knows?
move. It's always like this with you.
Oh wow, Luis is a.
You open fire instead of your mouth.
Oh, Luis is a partner. Oh, Krauser.
Major Krauser. Why? You can't say.
Oh god, this part. Yeah, this part, man, going through it on like a harder difficulty on RE4, this part always trips me up. Especially when you have to protect Ashley, yeah, with the stupid wheels.
Thanks.
Then come, Sancho Panza. Let us rescue the Princess Dulcinea.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
Oh, yeah, this is a late game area. Yeah, they're starting to show way too much at this point. Yeah, I really don't need to see the minecart section. I really don't.
Yes, the time has come.
I mean, I will say this is one of the highlights. Oh, this is an actual fight now?
I'm gonna get you home safe.
That's not just a QTE sequence. It's an actual fight. Enough talk. Die, comrade.
This time, it has to be different.
Yeah, I mean, this is easily one of the most interesting things here, but oh, good, mercenaries, good. Yeah, RE4 would feel incomplete without mercenaries. Oh, demo, good. I mean, I kind of expected that. It's Capcom. Capcom's really good about providing demos, especially for Resident Evil.
The show's not over yet. It's Harley Quinn.
Okay, here we go.
The world's greatest DC superheroes.
I'm very skeptical about this game, but I'll give it a fair shake. We'll see.
Hi everyone, my name is Darius today.
Yeah, this is a pretty
product director at Rocksteady Studios.
Meh, pretty middling state of play.
And we'll be releasing this May. It is
I wouldn't go so far as to say it was terrible or bad or anything, just because there were some highlights, like not very many. Like Chia for me is the big one, but I mean Street Fighter 6, RE4 at the end. I mean, Suicide Squad might end up being a highlight. You never know, but I have my doubts about that. But we haven't really seen like actual gameplay of this beyond like HUD-less stuff that I assume was like very pampered up for a show, for like the Game Awards and shit.
And rescue Lex Luthor in the process. Enjoy.
Because we haven't seen actual gameplay of this in like over a year.
Let's bust something up.
That looks Luthor.
Oh, you know what? Hold on a sec. Hello, Brainiac. Is it happening now? Great. You will have Luthor ASAP. Good news! You want Luthor, all you have to do is come and get him.
I'm kind of tired of seeing the Flash in this game. Like, this is all they've shown. It's just stuff having to do with the Flash. Like, maybe they don't want to spoil some of the big encounters with other superheroes later, but you could at least show somebody else besides the Flash. Like, I want to see what going against Superman looks like for these characters, because that seems like impossible.
That artillery is going to wreak havoc on our front line. If there's a snowball's chance in hell you can destroy it, I expect you to. no matter the cost. Are we clear?
Yeah. Where the snowball? Time to light them all up.
Incoming Ollie! Out of my way.
Guess Quinn ain't holding anything back for later. Hold my beer, guys. Let's dance.
Like, okay, so the one thing I'm seeing so far is that, at least compared to other like recent co-op superhero games like the Avengers or DC's own like Gotham Knights, at least the movement doesn't look as restrictive and wonky as those other games. Because that's the risk you kind of run of doing these games with co-op, is that you have to, most of the time you have to restrict what players can do in order to make it plausible to play with others in a co-op setting for multiplayer. As far as anything else, this just
Senseless violence. Love it.
I'm not really feeling what I'm seeing so far. It just, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Crackdown. This looks a lot like Crackdown, but they slapped a DC skin on it. Like, I heard all these characters were supposed to have their own unique... I mean, I could have been wrong, but I thought these characters were supposed to have their own unique weapons and stuff. Like, everyone else just looks like they're using the exact same weapons. Even King Shark. He's like shooting a gun. Like, I understand like Harley Quinn and Deadshot shooting guns, but like Captain Boomerang, isn't he supposed to have like different kinds of boomerangs and shit? And King Shark is King Shark? Why is King Shark using a gun?
I love our escapades.
So, how'd the whole taking down the Flash thing go?
Still in play? Now get out of my way. I have work to do.
Why does Lex Luthor sound so weird?
Well, hey there, sleepyhead. We've got an interrogation to get back to.
I really have a hard time believing this
Walk away?
is in the same world as
Guys, everything you know?
the Arkham games, because the
You
art,
think they can stop us?
I don't know, this
Pathetic.
art style wise, graphics wise, this really does not look as impressive as Arkham Knight.
Okay, Boomerang.
I don't even think art direction wise it looks anywhere near as inspired as Arkham Asylum or Arkham City. It just looks very, it has this like very like generic look to it. And then with all the shit that I've heard about like battle passes and multiple currencies with this, it's just,
Please, tell me how.
I'm not really, yeah, I think this was kind of, for a while there, this was kind of like a wait and see, like on sale kind of thing. But this just looks like a skip entirely for me.
To save the world.
And of course they have to have one of the superheroes be not under control of Brainiac, so they have to pick, they picked Wonder Woman, which I mean, sure, okay, but
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League arrives on PS5 May 26th.
Wait, that's it? Wait, I thought we were getting more gameplay.
Rocksteady Studios
Oh, okay,
has
okay.
even more to share today. Let's listen in.
Show me what you got.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is an extension of the Arkhamverse, and it's really about now reframing the story and telling it.
Isn't he gone? Isn't Septon Hill gone from Rocksteady now?
It's a mixture of lots of the things I hope the fans like about Rocksteady, but like a whole massive chunk of new stuff that they've never seen before.
We've always seen Batman's perspective on this world.
Well, what I always liked about Rocksteady was like the gameplay and the storytelling. And so far, I'm not really seeing that kind of quality.
Overlooking Metropolis. He's taken over Metropolis City.
I honestly think, I know people like really are big on, a lot of people are really big on Arkham Knight now, but I always thought they lost something when Paul Dini stopped writing for the Arkham games. Like I love the just the script for Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. Like the dialogue had a real bite to it.
They are now doing
And delivered by the original like animated series actors. It was really great. And then Arkham Knight came around, and Arkham Knight, you can clearly tell that somebody else wrote this other than Paul Dini. And it just didn't help that the storytelling was pretty weak too in that game. So if it's the same writers as Arkham Knight,
Members of the Suicide Squad are Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, Deadshot, and King Shark.
Harley Quinn is definitely the most accurate.
like I'm not gonna pretend this game looks bad or anything, like graphics wise, just quality wise. I don't think it looks bad. It just looks very uninspired. Just like I've played something like this multiple times before, and again, like it looks like Crackdown, but a DC skin.
Deadshot has the iconic Deadshot look, but with a Rocksteady twist. He's got a real swagger to it.
And then so far, they haven't mentioned things like the battle pass, like the gear score, like the cosmetics, like the
sort of the fantasy of playing as Deadshot.
It's just the live service. If they're still going with this, the live service elements that I am so turned off by.
As a person is, well,
especially the whole like, oh, let's do a battle pass. Yeah, let's do a battle pass in a story-driven multiplayer game. Yeah, let's do that. That's a great idea. It's absolutely what fans of Rocksteady want. A battle pass. Like, fuck off, WB.
In terms of combat, he is a brute. He is a tank character. He can take more damage. His abilities all lean into the fact that he.
Yeah, but he's shooting guns.
He's the fastest melee character.
Captain Boomerang's got his Speed Force gauntlet that he can use.
They all look they all look like they play exactly the same, like in the meat and potatoes of it. You've got like special abilities with each one, but they're all like running around shooting guns.
He doesn't want to stick around.
It just looks.
Don't worry, guys. I'm here.
I don't know. I'm just not feeling this, guys. I don't know what to say.
You have Penguin.
Oh, they have the Nola North Penguin voice back. That's good.
But also some new faces. Hack, who is a digital ghost that is helping the squad both navigate the world but also upgrade their neck bombs.
That's a big adrenaline spike on a nice bomb sending out.
This. Toyman, who's helping the squad with perfecting gear. And then finally we have Gizmo, who is helping the squad with insane vehicle creations that let you blow shit up.
Metropolis is your playground. You're going to get to meet different characters, different villains, and you really get to see these cool, iconic locations.
Being the city of tomorrow kind of like meant a stark contrast with Gotham City, which is very dirty, it's always raining. And that contrast with like a city that's very grand, it's very clean, it's very functional.
The huge difference between Metropolis and Gotham is that Metropolis really acknowledge and really trust Superman. So there is a lot of statues to thank Superman for everything he's done for the city.
You're getting to see Metropolis through the villain's eyes. You're getting to experience this world and traverse through this world as the villains.
Greetings, Metropolis!
So the core ability that everything wraps around in Suicide Squad is your traversal. How that works with combat is you're chaining your combat moves.
See, like that looks fun.
Combat encounters are all designed
the traversal stuff, but again, I could just play. I could just play Spider-Man and get the same experience probably.
Your best advantage to control the chaos.
And because it doesn't have to be designed with multiple players around in mind, it's going to feel a little bit more fluid, a little bit less restrictive.
Rifles, shotguns, miniguns, and pistols. There's added variety from weapon manufacturers.
There's LexCorp weapons, there's GCPD weapons, there's Armortech weapons. Later on in the game, we also have gear sets. The gear sets are really
Oh
good.
no.
For example, you have a Bane gear set, and you trigger his buffs in
Gear
the game.
stats.
Some
Ugh.
of it will have the Bane
What is
buffs,
with
and
these
you will
games
burn
and
and,
gear
like,
stats? I'm
boom,
so
boom, and
tired
there's,
of
like, green
these.
smoke, and you trigger all kinds of
Like,
effects.
I hope to God I
You're
don't see
basically
that screen
the essence of
where they
the
have the
villain,
character
bringing
and then
it
they have
into
all the
game.
different slots of like, oh, you can equip a hat, you can equip a shoulder brace, that, with the legendaries and the epics and the yeah, exactly, that.
Part of this progression,
That.
you will unlock more and more builds.
I find these gear stats just like so irritating because I would greatly prefer just a traditional XP system. Like, superhero games for many years have not had to rely on gear stats to like have a good XP system. You could just have a traditional XP system. Yeah, how many of those are going to be exclusive to the Battle Pass? Or you have to pay extra for?
1 to 4 player co-op experience, which means that all the missions
But
in the game have been designed to
this is one of the problems I have with, spoiler alert, this is one of the big problems I have with Harry Potter is that it's like, it has all these different mechanics, but it never really focuses on one and tries to make it the best it possibly can be. And that includes the gear system, which feels so half-assed and unnecessary.
Experience the full mayhem the Suicide Squad has to offer.
And you get to really experience the dynamics between how you can all play together in different play styles in order.
Yeah, we'll see how well that runs at launch though, with up to 4 players.
All the fun is right here.
When the story is done, your experience doesn't end there. Rocksteady will continue its legacy of supporting the game after its launch.
Yeah, with
We're gonna deliver
battle
lots of
passes.
new content to our players. We're going to have new playable characters, new weapons, and new missions.
For players who like to customize their looks, we'll offer a battle pass that only contains cosmetic items.
There's just going to be so much for the players.
Or you could just make all the cosmetics unlockable for free.
Games, if you like RPG
How about
elements,
that?
If you like co-op games, if you like
bunch of
customizing
idiots.
characters, if you want to play as a badass.
Yeah, that's what an appealing idea. Let's take a Rocksteady game and put a battle pass in it.
your face, and it's gonna be really
Absolutely.
Hey, Metropolis. Do you like live executions? Well, don't touch that dial, or I'll break your fingers.
Yeah, that's a no for me, Chief.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
Okay,
arrives-
that's a so. Yeah, that was a. Now that I've seen everything, I really do think it was a poor decision to make that the last to focus on it for that long and to end with that. That was just a very, very underwhelming and disconcerting ending to this. And as far as the overall state of play, again, I don't think it was awful. I don't think it was bad. I think it was just very middling, and it's kind of what I said in the beginning, where I really do think those last 2 state of plays, the ones that we got in last September, last June, they are going to be the exception to the rule. Most of the state of plays are like this, where they're very like, very like peaks and valleys kind of thing. And even then, the valleys outweigh the peaks here. And even the peaks are things that there are like no new game reveals that I was like, ooh, that looks really interesting, I want to play that. even in state of plays in the past that I haven't really been all that crazy about, there's at least been one new game that they've revealed that I was like, ooh, that looks interesting. I want to play that. But my highlights are the things that I already knew existed, like Chia, Street Fighter 6, RE4 remake. And then the rest is either stuff that I get why it's here, but I don't find it all that impressive, or things that I'm like, that was a really bad idea to put that there. You did not need this. It just padded out the length. And then it flies in the face of what I, even like a mediocre state of play most of the time, it is short. Like, it runs on the mercy that it's short. Like, it's like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and it just boom, 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 done, get out. Even if it wasn't very good, it's short. This fucking thing was like almost an hour long, and I could really feel it towards the end, because I just thought, okay, let's wrap this shit up. I don't... it's Suicide Squad is it's not it, fam. It's yeah, I that's, that's life. Not every state of play can be great, but even for the very low expectations I had of this one, I still think it kind of fell a little bit short of the low bar there, just a little bit, because it's just, even the VR stuff, was not all that impressive. Like, I don't know what Sony is doing, not showing, big must-have games to the PSVR 2, because they just put out this fucking thing for asking people $550 for it, and then they're gonna be like, oh, remember, don't forget to play exciting upcoming games like the Foglands, or Green Hell VR, or Journey to Foundation. Yeah, that's absolutely what people bought a PSVR 2 for, Sony. And the last thing I'll say before I go is that when we get a good state of play, it normally satiates me to be like, okay, I can wait a little bit longer until the next big showcase comes out where they show off the first and second party stuff from PlayStation. But because we haven't gotten a showcase for so long, and the last two have been really great. The last two state of plays have been really great, so I thought, okay, this will satiate me until then. When we get something like this is very middling and like bleh, it makes me go, okay, guys, like, this was not necessary. Where's the showcase? Like, where is it? What the hell is going on? Why are you guys not showing the showcase at this point? Like, they're outside of MLB The Show, and that's coming to Xbox and Switch. We literally have no more games from PlayStation that have release dates. And outside of MLB The Show, the only games that we know about now that are coming from like first and second party are Spider-Man 2, which I assume is still coming out this year, and then Death Stranding 2 and Marvel's Wolverine. And that's it. That's like literally everything that's been officially announced on a showcase that we know of so far. It's just those three things. So come on, guys. You guys got to really hurry up with showing that showcase. Like, it's time. You guys got to shit or get off the pot at this point. So anyway, that state of play wasn't very good. It was pretty middling, if I'm being honest. Yeah. There you go. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. See ya.